Let me ask this, guys. Okay, so is Bezecchi the closest rider in the VR46 Academy to Rossi? Reason why I said that, besides Mark Marquez, Bez is the only other rider in modern times to jump on a new bike, new factory team, or new factory team, and finish third in the championship. Mark did it last year with Grassini. Before that, it's been a while. I think Rossi was the first, did it and won on the Yamaha way back when. Um, is he the closest thing to a Rossi, or in the making, I should say?
Yeah, I would possibly say in the making. Uh, there's still a lot of milestones to be completed, but Bezecchi is no slouch. He has proven himself, and this year definitely got to tip the hat off to him because you had no real like teammate to lean on to get data from. It was basically you and your engineering, and it trickled down to the other riders on Aprilia. So and what he did was he got a couple poles and a lot of wins. He's seen his struggles in the beginning of the year, but he's definitely the closest, I would say, in the making to Rossi.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Lewis, on that? What Bez is doing? You were probably checking my numbers just to make sure what I'm saying is on point.
No, I'm not. I believe you. I think I think there's a lot of talent in the VR46 Academy overall. Like if you look at all the guys that are part of that program, there's a lot of talent there. I think this year Bezecchi has shown that next step in the progression of a really good rider, from a really good rider to possibly a great rider. He went from a competitive, super competitive bike from Ducati, took a big risk to go to Aprilia, even though it had shown some flashes of brilliance. It had never been a consistent race over race front runner. Asparagus had shown some flashes of brilliance here and there, but it wasn't ever a consistent thing. And Bezecchi is somehow taking a bike that at the beginning of the year wasn't really working for him, adapted his riding style, worked with the team to make some changes to the bike. And at that certain point of the midway part of the season, like he really started coming on right before the midway part.
Right.
And just started building on that. And I think if he stays with Aprilia and they continue to evolve this package, I think going into next year, he's definitely got to be considered one of the favorites to win the championship. More so than I would say Martin right now, because Martin next year is starting like Bezecchi started this year at the beginning of the year. Like next year is really his first year on the bike. Bezecchi is his second year on the bike.
Right. I completely agree. Reese, man, welcome to the show, man. What's good, man?
What's going on, man? Nah, I thought I'd be parked by now with traffic, but I'm all good. What's going on?
I can't complain, man. I don't know how much of that you heard but I repeat it, is Bez the closest thing to a Rossi coming out of the VR46 Academy, being able to put jumping on a bike for the first year, be able to finish third in the championship. Marquez was the only other rider in modern time that was able to do that, switching manufacturers. And finishing third in the championship. Although Lewis, I think he can hear me. Mark had more points last year than Bez did this year. But what are your thoughts, Reese?
I mean, the part I heard from Lewis, I do agree with that. I do think that him jumping on that bike and he kind of came into his own after they started, gelling together and kind of matching up in the second half of the season. Because he really came on in the second half of the season real strong. So I think that was a good marriage right there. And I think if he stays with that package and he really goes forward with it, I really think that he can be a top contender next year. Being as far as with the VR46, I think he is one of the strongest coming out the way he has come along. So as far as like a Rossi, I mean, he's close. He's not gonna lie. He's damn near close. He's right there. I mean, we still got a good ways to go, but he has shown some talent on that bike. And just like, what Lewis said with Jorge, I mean, Jorge is pretty much starting from scratch. So he's got a long way to go to develop that bike for him and match it to his style of riding.
Yeah, I agree with that. Nice. That's what's up. Alex Marquez, where would you rank his overall performance this weekend and also all season, right? Because, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Where would you rank Alex and what he's been doing this year? And, after the injury, we saw him fall off a little bit as one would from injuries, but he finished out the year as strong as one can. If you look at all these other guys that's been injured this year and where they are in the standings, what are your thoughts, TJ?
I mean, like I've been saying all year, I never expected Alex to do what he did. I mean, like obviously, riders should be improving year by year, but from the year he had last year, I mean, I know it's the type of bike, but he had a hell of a year this year. I rate his performance this year pretty much a 10 out of 10. I mean, I just remember last year when he had that incident with Pecco at Aragon. It was a little battle of like whose fault it was, and Alex for being in the way, and he should have let him by. And I feel like he mentally knew that he was just a stronger rider and a strong rider, and he didn't have to back down to any other one. So this year, I think he really improved it. I think it's a 10 out of 10 performance. Going into this weekend, I mean, he did qualify second on the grid, but he got the sprint. I think he chose probably the wrong tire package or something like that on the GP because, his pace dropped off or he just maybe had no energy. But 10 out of 10, I'll say for Alex.
Alex did mention in the win in the sprint, saying that he know he could be faster on Sunday. He didn't back up his words, TJ.
No, he didn't.
You're gonna blame it on tires?
I mean, he should know better, like how to manage a sprint to a GP race. And I'm sure they all been to Valencia before, but I don't know. It's 44 races. Like, he's a know he already did what he had to do and all the accomplishments were met. And at the end, he just probably just wanted to get to that testing on Tuesday. So just probably took it easy. I mean, like even his own teammate overtook him in the last corner.
I know.
So, for him to let it slip like that, like, you don't really see that from Alex. So I think it's the tires.
Nice. So, Lewis, I didn't add this when I talked about Bezzecchi because to me, Bezzecchi's, even though he finished third in the championship, he's really number two because he kind of just started out slow and just kind of made an upward progression where Alex finished second in the championship, but he's slipping and sliding. What are your thoughts on Alex's performance overall? And this weekend, you think, like TJ said, like I said, they just made the wrong choice on Sunday with tires, or maybe he's was it the silver what is it, the silver bullet, not bullet, slip, what is that? I had to name. I'll get it. What are your thoughts?
No, I think Bezzecchi and Marquez Alex Marquez, obviously, I think they are different sides of the same coin. Whereas Marquez started the season very, very strong and Bezzecchi struggled, just as Alex started to struggle, Bezzecchi started to come on. So it's almost like at the end of the year, they balance each other out. If Bezzecchi had started just a little bit better, he'd probably be second in the championship, not third. But I think on Saturday, the team...
First?
Nah, they're not going for that. But I think the team just made a really bad decision on the tires. You could see with like 6 or 7 laps left, he was already starting to have some problems when the camera would focus on him. And I think it probably just got progressively worse. And he probably got to a point where he's like, look, I just got to manage the time I have. I'm not going to catch the 3 guys or 4 guys in the front. And then, we know for a fact that Aldeguer is super strong when the tires drop. Like he's one of the fastest riders as the tires get worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Aldeguer was there within like a second and a half, 2 seconds, I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna end well for Alex because that kid's got nothing but piss and vinegar running through his veins, man. He just wants to do whatever he can do.
Right.
So good for him, man. I'm super stoked for him. But Alex did what he needed to do, brought it home. They're going to start testing, and from there, we'll see what happens next year. I hear so many different things of what Ducati's doing for next year or what their new bike is going to be. So we'll see. Hopefully they can do something because I know outside of the Grassini team, I mean, the Grassini team has outperformed the factory team a lot more in the second half of the year than anybody would have expected.
We're gonna talk about that. So definitely hold on to that. Silver Surfer is what they were going for with Alex Marquez and the
That's
color
funny
scheme
because
delivery.
in the post race little chat that the three riders have, they were asking each other, why is he in silver? And they speculated, it's because you get silver for being in second place. And they told Bezzecchi, maybe you should be in bronze. And Bezzecchi,
see, I gotta learn Spanish and Italian.
Yeah. you get all the scoop. You get all the scoop when you know the language, man.
Exactly.
So that's what Acosta had told. Like Bezzecchi had asked why he's in silver, and Acosta said, I think it's because silver is what you get for the medal in second place.
Okay, all right.
And then Acosta told him, Bezzecchi, you should have had a bronze suit, and he was like, nah.
Nah. I just got engaged. I'm good. No bronze suits. What's going on, Reese? What are your thoughts on Alex Marquez? Maybe it was the outfit slowed him down. How he did this season, despite the injuries and everything. I mean, and despite the sixth place on Sunday, because at the end of the day, he still solidifies second in the overall championship. So he gets a nice check.
Right. I mean, he still solidified second overall. He still gets we say all the time, you can still get a big check. There's a big difference from second to third. So, I mean, he still gets a nice check. I mean, in the second half of the season, you could see that he was kind of more spotty. He was on, off. And, like everyone else said, I mean, I just agree with everybody. I agree with everyone. They just made a bad tire choice coming up here in the GP. Like, you could just see he was struggling and just trying to pretty much limp it home and just trying to do the best he can. But I think if Bezzecchi would have had the same amount of success as he did in the second half all the way through, we would have a different conversation right about now. We're in second place. But overall, I think Alex did a great job. It's just to see if he can actually continue that success with the new GP, with the 26 that he's going to get, since he will now be on a factory bike. And he also said, with the factory bike, he does have to show that he's worth it. So, I mean, he's got a lot of work to prove and a lot of stuff to deal with. So we'll see what he can continue that success next year.
Yeah, I agree. He does have a lot to show, and he got by in 24, but he definitely earned his keep in 25. So that's pretty impressive. The award show banquet was last night. If there was an award to be given for what Pedro did this season on the KTM with all their woes and all their in-house stuff and external stuff, on-track stuff, what would you call that award? Start with TJ.
I mean, shit. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what I would call that award. Like,
all right, but what you might not have a name for it, but how would you describe what he did this year?
I mean, like, he put in a lot of work. He put in a lot of effort, but when things went wrong, his the way he responded to that is just that it wasn't equal. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, like,
Go ahead.
I mean, I like I said, I'm thinking up a word to call the award, but I don't know. I kind of want to hear what Lewis got to say.
All right, man. They're throwing it to you. Lewis got like 10 of them already. He's like, finally. What kind of award would you give him? Because see, I was TJ's holding some, a couple of bad things that Acosta did, but overall, to me, I would think, I was thinking like 6th man of the year kind of award, because that KTM, he made that KTM finish 4th in the championship. Am I leading the witness? Your mute is on. Did I do that?
I said, really, it's he should be 5th if Pecco didn't completely fall apart. Just one more dig at Pecco, 2025.
Okay, all right.
And he wouldn't have even finished that far up. I think Vinales would have finished in front of him had Vinales not gotten hurt. So all things given, I mean, he's still in the top 6, let's say, which is really good considering where some other people on the same bike are. I mean, I don't know. Angry little Spanish guy complaining until he gets what he wants award. I don't know what to, something like that. Like, complain till the Austrians give in award.
All right. Okay. I mean, let's see what Reese got. I mean,
I don't even know. I can't even say. I don't even know how you want to call that award. Spanish award? I don't freaking know. I'm lost. I'm with DJ on that one.
I mean, he finished.
I'm with DJ.
A lot of podiums these last 4 rounds.
Riding the coattails award. There you go. He rode Vinales.
That might be. I agree.
Riding the coattails award.
Okay.
I can agree.
All right. Riding the coattail awards is what he's going to get.
All right, here we go. I looked up something. Let's say the Angry Bird Award.
that could work too. So okay, all right. Well, let's same question, but we're gonna pose it to Fabio Quartararo because he did some amazing things in one lap for that Yamaha. I'm sure he helps some people keep their Yamaha and probably buy a Yamaha. If there's an award for Fabio, what just is it? Braveheart? I don't know. What are your thoughts, DJ? Yeah, Yamaha guy.
Yeah. Huh? He said, I heard that when Reese said Reese did something. I mean, you gotta give it to Fabio. Like Fabio really tries hard, but he's demanding. So like I would say like. I'm not good off the top of the head with like award names, but like you got to give him to like Little Beast or something like that, like
okay.
Mr. Aggressive.
You just Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I mean he got the devil on his helmet, so like he has that like you tell he has that like aggression. So.
All right, so he may need some holy water.
Yeah,
maybe the devil isn't working. Yeah. All right, I think you're batting. You got 1 for 1 right now, Lewis. We're giving out awards, so if there's gonna be one for Fabio. He's on a Yamaha, so that might be tough for you, but
Fastest guy in the slowest bike award.
FS.
Yeah, fastest bike, slowest award, fastest guy in the slowest bike award.
FBSG.
Yeah, the looking good in pearls award. Love
Pearl Necklace Award.
Yeah, the Pearl Necklace Award. String of Pearls Award.
Oh man, but describe his performance this year. And is it a big deal? I mean, is it something that's kind of like it's cool, but it's only just to talk about, but it doesn't mean much overall, or it's good for Yamaha that they can still get 6 poles this year and be one of the slowest bikes?
It is, but I mean, it just it's another year of. It sucks to be Fabio Quartararo. Like the most one of the most talented riders that can't show his talent because he doesn't have the package to be competitive.
Mm.
If you told me to swap him with Pedro Acosta, I think he would have done better than Pedro Acosta. If you told me to swap him with Bagnaia, Ducati factory team would finish 1 and 2.
Okay.
On any other bike, this guy would be winning races or be racing for the win every single round, not racing for the win once in a blue moon. So that's where I feel, that's where I kind of feel a little bit of a pity for Quartararo that, it sucks to be on a bike that you can't do more with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least money, being sad and rich is better than being sad and poor, and he gets paid well to be sad.
Right.
But I'm sure he would happily take the money and some wins and not just the money.
Yeah, I agree. What are your thoughts, Reese? You're Yamaha, so you can't say anything negative about Yamaha. So is that the 7th Man of the Year award he's getting?
Nah, listen, I'm a Yamaha man, but I can call bullshit. On that side, on our side, that'd be different. But that side, man, I'm gonna call bullshit. That was a bullshit award, for the most. Like, I think that's one of them trophies you get, back in the day when you just do participation award. That was that award for him. Like, shit.
Yeah.
That's the award I'm gonna give him because, I mean, yeah, he got podiums and it's great, but it's just like it was just you pretty much riding over your head, like you're riding over your head, luck of the draw, and it's just like that was just bad, And then they're like what D tier, I think I looked, they're on like the D tier level for consistency. Like that's just ridiculous.
Right.